believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Nice.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Terrapins ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Headed outside, it's Roach. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, going to throw it. Way off target there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A give to Brown. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Had to force that one. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. In the red area, it's Roach. There's a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. shotgun. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3 yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Terrapins! A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good. On the return, it's Farrell. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires left. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barney. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This will be the last play of the quarter, and it's first and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass. It's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Smith takes the handoff. All over him immediately.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
Good, right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Roach. And he could not get loose on the run. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the return. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Washington. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Speeding down the left side. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his target. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Gets the back moving. Sets his feet. It's Washington. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Mays. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Got the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. From the gun, looking for a man. Deep shot for the end zone. Almost had a pick in the end zone.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw him break on the football, get the pick six. Now another opportunity again. Dialed in, focused, breaks on the football, but that's why he plays defense. Shows you why he's not a receiver, but this defense is dialed in.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Bush is ahead. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Motion from the back. The give is to Smith. They knock him down right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Durham. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw. Still looking. Looking to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Oregon taking on the number 17, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Ducks able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And this coach has got to be happy they get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Smith. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Looking for a big play. And he almost had a pick.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, going to throw it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Drives inside. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
56-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Got to make the play on fourth. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Rush is on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Wants to go up top on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air. It's Washington. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. First play of this drive. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Makes a deep grab. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Looking for room straight ahead. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Number 92, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To throw, it's Washington. He's got it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Second down to the air. It's complete to the right. Quick step and go. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. Fires downfield. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job. Get the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. With the catch, it's Barney.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Straight ahead, it's Roach. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wants to throw one first. Firing deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Wide receiver going in motion. They've got him corralled. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Got a lot of room to the right. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Drops back. It's Washington. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Farrell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Handoff again. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! On the move and looking. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rome, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.